it's like kind of impossible not to know me if you're from here.
Yeah,
you say
exactly.
you don't know
Talk your shit a little bit. Yeah.
You're doing some hating.
Yeah.
I get a little bit of that. I'm always used to that because I got the same type of vibe when I'm in the street. When I was in the street, I was a boss. I reinvent myself all the time. I got my first distribution deal with Big Apple. We cleared 100,000 that year. You gotta have a radio edit, and then after you have your radio edit, you gotta have your shit registered with ASCAP and all that shit. Like, people gotta understand too, as a DJ, we can't be corny either. That's what's fucked up going on right now. DJs ain't sticking together. A lot of old school DJs be salty with young DJs. I think we need to be all in a room and have a talk.
We're gonna set that up on Force to Win. Don't worry, soon.
Force to Win need to put that together, man. I always said I wanted to get into real estate and all that shit, right? We bought one house, 100 G's, sold it for 260 G's. Few months after the motherfucking leave me home.
All right, man. You know it's Force to Win podcast. We here, man. You know it's your boy Frank Nino.
It's your girl Leticia J.
DJ Bink B, what's up? Force to Win.
Special guest for today, my guy Bink B. A lot of history going on over here, man.
What's going on, baby?
Yes, sir. How you
Force
doing?
to Win, Force to Win.
You don't mind us giving dap like that, or you want us to go over the tracks?
You gonna give me some dap? You gonna give me some dap up here?
I'm gonna give him pounds. We're not gonna talk about going over wigs because there's no wig over here.
I said I said tracks. I didn't say wig. I said tracks.
Okay.
I said tracks.
We got this ongoing beef where
yeah, of course I gotta give my guys, you know what I'm saying, show my guys some love, you know what I'm saying, and sometimes you don't like that because you may touch the
whatever.
tracks.
So I'm gonna say I am glad to be here with you tonight because everybody that I've asked about you or spoke to you about was like, yo, he's a legend.
Oh shit.
So you know,
Thank you.
I'm elated to be here to find out some information.
Okay.
From you, through you.
Okay, thank you.
Who would you ask?
Don't worry about it.
Who would you ask? You didn't ask nobody.
Just
shit.
know, I did ask somebody. I asked a couple of people, right?
Yeah, friend. Nah, but
I asked a couple of people, and then Luke confirmed it tonight by saying that he spoke to his mans, and his mans was like, "Yo, he's the man in New Haven, right?" But yes, I asked Sal. That's who I asked. Sal Pacino.
Oh, yeah, that's my guy.
Sal was like, yo.
Sal, that's my guy.
He's good people.
Yeah,
so.
Me and Sal go way back.
Yeah. Okay.
I was just talking shit. I know you asked him.
Whatever.
That's all. I believe you. We ain't got to. It's all good. It's all right, man.
So we're going to take a little bit way back to the Maybach, right?
Okay.
So how long have you been in the industry? How long have you been DJing?
Probably... I got my first set of turntables, I believe it was 1993.
Whoosh. Okay.
93, I was fresh out of high school. I'm an OG, so add that up.
And what was it that got you? Like, why did you decide to get a set of turntables? Like, what made you want to DJ?
Well, I always was a hip hopper. I always liked music. I was like rapping and DJing like around the same time. It was like, my man I used to get money with me back in the days. He was DJing first. And one day we left the block. It was like real hot on the block, and we had just we had to get off the block. And then we went to my man crib, and he had some turntables, and he was fucking around with the shit. I was like, oh shit. I was like, this is my first time actually really like seeing him this close. I mean, I've been to shows and stuff and seen it, but my man was like, yeah, you do it like he was doing it. The next week, I went and bought me a pair, and it was on from there.
So you said, which one was it first, rapping or DJing?
Rapping. I mean, coming from where I come from, just growing up, you kind of like did a little bit of everything. When I was little, when we was little, we break dance, we beatbox, we do all. I mean, when you grow up when hip hop is, when you a kid, when hip hop is coming up, you do a little bit of. It was like normal for somebody to do a little
bit of everything.
I wasn't an oddball for that. It was like everybody does that when they're growing up.
But what
or at least try.
What did you take seriously first, though?
probably DJing because I was kind of like forced into it.
Okay.
Once I got a little passion for it, I end up getting a battle. I just learned how to DJ, and then I end up having to battle this other DJ from cross town that already had a name, and I was like, I got pushed into a motherfucking hip hop feud, so I had to stay focused, or I would have been like the corny nigga, and I can't be the corny
That's the
nigga.
corny
So
nigga.
it made me.
You don't never want to be the corny nigga.
It made me because the dude I was battling, his name's Shorty Drip. He was already seasoned.
Oh, he was using that word back then too.
That
Shorty
was his
Drip?
name. His name was his name was DJ Shorty Drip.
Is he still around?
Yeah, he's still around. His name
Okay.
DJ Shorty Drip, and he was already seasoned from the different hood that my hood was beefing with. My hood and his hood is already be on some old beef and shit, like, you know what I'm saying, back then. And he was already the seasoned DJ that was my age, besides the older school DJs to us back then.
Yeah.
He was the only young one that was like dope and all that shit. And it was a nigga that was next to me, they had got into it, and then I end up getting into it because who I was, and then I had to get good. So I would say the DJing first.
Okay.
That's what you
Our
took
first
serious.
love, yeah.
But how did they conduct the DJ battle back then? What was the criteria? Like what? You play a song, he played a song. What was the goal? How did y'all determine the better DJ? Like what was the
Me and
the
him.
process?
I mean, it was just like
What were y'all doing to prove to the people that who were the
can
better
scratch
one?
better?
we never got a chance to really actually get on stage and battle. But back then, I would say is who takes the crowd on doing
Okay.
whatever they do.
Okay.
To create like me. At back then he probably was a better scratch DJ than me.
Mm-hmm.
But I got good energy. How I'm gonna talk to the crowd, talk my shit. I'm gonna win the crowd. I'm gonna go on that motherfucker. I'm gonna talk my shit. You understand what I'm saying? I DJ good enough. I might can't jiggy like him, but I know I can talk. I can balance it out. I can fight my fight and still win. You know what I'm saying? But back then they had battles like that. They had mixtape battles. They had the DJ seminars that was more popping back then though. I never was in no DJ seminar shit. Like that's when the motherfuckers, the motherfuckers back then, them niggas don't go home. Them niggas live DJing. Them niggas wake up, eat breakfast, and that be the niggas that like you see on Juice, where the motherfuckers do where they be spinning around. I never really was. I did a little bit of that, but I wasn't DJ seminar good enough.
Okay.
But you couldn't tell my niggas that though. You understand what I'm saying? Niggas in my hood like, oh, you see he spun around. I can spin around. I can do a little bit of shit. just to suit my niggas up and they gonna cheer me on.
Couple DJ tricks in the book.
Yeah, but them other dudes, they taking their shirt off. They going a little bit
Everything,
crazy on it. Like
standing
that wasn't me.
beat.
Yeah, but they had that kind of thing going on in the
Okay.
90s too. This is all in the 90s.
Okay. So, I mean, obviously, over the years, you advanced, right? Your energy has changed. But will you say you had that energy, a little bit of that energy back then?
What the
Cause sitting next to you right now,
Uh-huh.
like your whole energy is just like wow, like I can see how you have the crowd imps.
I was at another level, Turk. I'm a little milder
You're a little-
now.
okay.
I'm way more milder now. I'm older. But I was on a whole nother level of amp back then. But I always knew how to get the room.
Okay.
That would always been my thing. Control the room. Control. I'm kind of like a leader. Like I mean, that's what I.
Mm-hmm.
So I know how to grab the attention. I know how to grab the room.
So from CT, grew up and born and raised in CT,
Yes.
New Haven, or
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
My core followings is CT.
It's CT.
Yeah. I fuck around in New York too though. I fuck around in New York a lot.
But you went to high school. You went to school out here in
In
Everything
Haven.
Connecticut, yeah.
Yeah, New Haven.
Yeah.
You're a legend out here in New Haven.
Yeah, exactly.
Living legend.
Thank
right
you,
now.
man. Thank you, man.
know.
I don't like to say that, man. I just,
That's what the people were saying, though.
No, that's you're right. That's
Yeah,
I told you.
I don't say it myself.
If
I
you
don't
go-
go, I'm a legend. I don't be on
you
no
go to
shit
that
like
tour-
that.
But you know it. You know
Even though
it deep down inside, right?
sometimes you might gotta pop out and show niggas, but I don't be
Listen,
on it
You
like
gotta
that.
tap in. You come to 203. You want to tap in with the streets. You want to tap in what's going on. You got to tap in with Bink B, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not. You definitely outside, nigga. Like,
Oh,
because
I'm outside.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't outside.
Yeah, nah. You outside as far as with your craft with this hip hop shit.
Oh,
like,
yeah, I'm outside
You
with
want to know
that.
the history of the 203 from New Haven to Bridgeport? you can come to you know, you
Yeah,
can come
yeah,
to you and you know,
it's like kind of
you
impossible
got the
not to
story.
know me if you're from here.
Yeah,
You say
exactly.
you
Talk
don't
your
know
shit a
me.
little bit.
You
Yeah,
doing some hating.
yeah.
I get a little bit of that.
Oh yeah.
You know, motherfuckers try to count me out
All right,
sometimes.
that's
But,
what I'm saying. You
you
know
know,
how
you
it
get
is,
that.
man. You know,
I'm used to that shit, though.
people see
I'm
you.
used to that.
They
you know what I'm
ignore
saying?
they ignore the level up. They acting like you ain't
Yeah.
doing something, but you know damn well you putting that work in.
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
I get that where I'm from too. You know, we all get that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
We
this
all
is part of
definitely
part of
get
life.
that.
This is part of
Yeah.
the game we chose. Is hip hop game. That's why you gotta have a thick skin for this shit because this type of shit we gotta endure. It's gonna happen to everybody. Don't think you excluded. You're special. When you're coming out from your city, your town, and you're doing something good, and you're consistent with
Yeah.
it, you're gonna have people act like they don't see what you're doing.
Oh, of course.
They're gonna. That's one of the levels you gotta go through. They're gonna turn the cheek, act like they didn't see it, act like they didn't hear about
But
it.
it's
You know what I'm saying?
impossible not to, though.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
Nah,
not to.
it's possible to act like you didn't hear it. That's people do it.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But you heard it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You crackhead ass niggas. We know you heard it.
Yeah,
Stop
yeah.
acting like y'all didn't hear. Y'all didn't
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
I
Y'all
like
see
you
the
ain't see me
consistent-
on no motherfucking billboards and shit.
Yeah, like, you know,
You know what
y'all
I'm
see
saying?
who's been out here doing it for years and all that. And yeah, y'all know what's going on.
So with that being said, right, so many years of doing it, I'm pretty sure, like he said, you know, there's times where people don't want to acknowledge you.
Yeah.
How do you keep going through it? Like, what keeps you going and keep you pushing?
I'm always used to that because, you know, I got the same type of vibe when I'm in the street. When I was in the street, I was a boss. So I'm always gonna get motherfuckers from the motherfucker, your competition or the motherfuckers you starving out.
Right.
Or you starved them out for a while and now they just now getting a little money. Now they want to, you know, they want to have a pissing contest. You know, all them type of people always had hate on me. Like, so that I'm kind of like used.
You used to it, kind of numb
Yeah,
to it.
I'm kind of used to somebody coming down to saying to one of my crew members, "Oh, you fucking with him? You could be doing this." And, you know how people try to come around and try to poison your team. And
Right,
you know,
right,
when you
right.
got a
Strong team. Like
a strong team like the Lakers or something, you always gonna get people everybody, you know, we all get hot times. When somebody's hot, they be like, "Oh, yo, why you fucking with him? Oh, you could be doing, you're supposed to be the one," and all. You know how people just do stupid shit, not even knowing who our bond is. Our bond is the one.
Yeah.
Nobody's bigger than the team. Like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's how we always did it anyway. But I'm used to hate though. I'm used to that. So it ain't nothing.
So from rapping to DJing, the group that you were in, or the group that you were part of, was that after the DJing part, or was that like before the DJing part?
It kind of the same time simultaneously, because my man was rapping, and the other guy that was with me, he was the DJ,
Okay.
but I was the boss on some other shit, on some street shit, and the niggas that was down with me was the DJ back then, and I just learned how to DJ, and then they end up doing some shit against the Shorty Drip guy, and the Shorty Drip guy did a mixtape back, and they included me in it because they knew it was gonna. They did what they were supposed to. They said,
you
"We
know,
gonna,
once
we just gonna go straight." They knew I was gonna come eventually, so they just came
Let's
from.
mention
They
you.
came from
Let's
me.
mention you.
They
So
mentioned me.
you mention them back.
So now everybody in my hood is like, "What you gonna say? What you gonna do about it?" So now I'm like, "Damn, I'm just learning how to do this shit." Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, but if you sounded like you sounded tonight back then,
But like I said, I had to fight my fight. So I said, all right, I'm a rap. I'm a DJ good enough. When I put my shit, I'm gonna have I made the dopest motherfucking tapes back then. They couldn't tell me shit. I knew man, shit.
now what was the name of the group? Was it
FDC, and then it was the Foundation crew.
Okay.
And then after that, I had like the second phase, like I did years of this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna rap no more. My man was like, "Yo, man, you got all that talent." Whoa. Then I started a new shit called the Riot Regime.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, and I had the Riot Regime. Them was some bad motherfuckers. Man, we
Bunch
was,
of top spitters.
we was fucking shit up. That's how I actually met Sal Pacino.
Okay. That's what he told me. That's
Yeah.
that's one of the ones I wanted to bring
That's
up.
how I met Sal Pacino.
How long ago was that?
That probably was 90, maybe 98, maybe.
Damn, yeah, I ain't know none of y'all niggas at that
maybe
time.
Right.
98 or 2001. It was round there, in between there, because I
I
know
was
we was
still in
doing.
high school and all that. That's I wasn't even.
Matter of fact, it was 2000.
Okay.
It was 2000 or 2001 because I remember we had what was that club that was out there in East Haven? Well, Stage East.
Oh, Stage East. I remember Stage East.
Was it Stage East?
No, East East Hartford.
East
you mean.
Hartford.
Not East. Yeah, East Hartford. You mean not Haven.
East Hartford, yeah. East
Yeah,
Hartford.
yeah,
My bad.
Stage
My
East.
bad. My bad, y'all. My bad.
It's all good. It's all good. That's
Yeah,
something,
we did the show out there. You know Jenny Boom Boom
Yeah.
husband Vic.
Shout out to them.
Vic and them. They
Vic,
have
what
booked.
up?
They have booked Styles P. Was it Styles P or Jadakiss?
Stage East.
The Stage East, and we had opened up. The nigga was like, "I'll let you open up, but you gotta sell me some. You gotta sell the tickets." Vic, this is how I met Vic from Hot 93.7. Relationships. That's how all relationships are starting back then. So Vic was like, "All right, well, give me 500, and I'm gonna give you the tickets. You can sell your money or whatever." This is back then. I was like, 500, that ain't shit. You know, I'm getting money at that time. Gave him the 500. Man, I sold them tickets. As soon as I said it on the motherfucking, that's why I don't understand when rappers can't sell no tickets if you're supposed to be live from your hood and you can't sell no tickets.
But back then, we think it might have been easy to sell tickets back then because everything was more outside, more street oriented. Like you really had to sell tickets.
But
like
your support
had to be outside.
There's no Eventbrite. There's none of this extra shit.
But you gotta be able to sell your hardcore.
No, you are
your hardcore people. Your people. Your homeboys. Your aunties, your girls, you're supposed to be a fly nigga. You gotta have your core 20, 30 people. Like, man, as soon as I stepped on my hood soil, don't tickets was gone.
You gotta understand, this is all rooted. A lot of niggas ain't the niggas like that. Remember, before you was rapping and DJing, you was outside on some other shit. So you had another level of respect. You feel me? That's part of the marketing. That's part of what's going on. So now it's like, damn, nigga done left the streets. Now he's a DJ and the MC and all that. Like, the people are gonna follow. Like, that's Bink. He's been outside. You feel me? Whatever you do.
Back then, there wasn't so many rappers.
Yes, it was.
Back then,
we had got the
But you can't represent New Haven at Stage East, right?
You know who was rapping that day?
At where? At Stage East?
Benz De Niro.
Benz De Niro's rapping up at
That's when he was. He had Diamond Guns. Diamond Guns back then.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And fucking that's how I met him because I was doing, we go to different cities. I already was doing my mixtape, a mixtape promo run out there, and a dude that I know that had the stories going, you got to get this Diamond Guns, they from out here.
They had the vinyl. He had the vinyl.
I already knew who he was. You understand what I'm saying? Before I actually
He had the vinyl and all that though. Before they could have the vinyl.
He was doing his thing back then. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas had
And that's how I met them because they probably never heard of us, man. We went there, we fucked that shit up. We fucked that show up so motherfucking bad. Big Groove. He was like, yo, man.
Big Groove, shout out to Big Groove.
Big Groove from Hartford. We fucked that shit up. We bought mad niggas from the hood. We probably was
mad niggas from New Haven came through.
Man, really just my hood. Really just my hood. We probably about 50, 60, 70
that's a lot.
deep.
That's a lot.
Man, we was in that motherfucker. Hartford was deep, but niggas see people that they know from jail.
Nah,
and
but
shit
you
like
brought
that.
yourself.
So it was.
You was responsible for that New Haven. You was responsible for that New Haven crowd though.
Yeah, but
50, 60. But that's good. These niggas ain't doing that right now. Man, who's doing that right now? Who's bringing out 50, 60 to Hartford or even like another town that's away from their town?
I've seen people do it though.
That's hard.
I've seen other people do it.
People can do it, but it's not as common.
Yeah, but
it's not as common.
There's a lot of rappers and shit out now. They got the internet out now, so it's a lot of competition. It's hard. It might be harder to grab a fan now.
Way harder.
It might be harder to grab a fan because they got a lot to choose from. Back then, they ain't have a lot of dope shit to choose from.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You had that movement. You had that. You know what I'm saying?
But that's how I met Sal Pacino, Guns, bands back then. I met them right there, and then we end up having to do Groove was like, yo, man, I got Mobb Deep next week in Hartford. I think it was the Blue Note. I think it was the Blue Note Club.
Oh, Club Blue.
It was something out there.
Probably Club Blue.
He was like, yeah, we got Mobb Deep coming next week. They had an outside stage though, and we went out that motherfucker deep, and it got ugly. It was crazy. That shit was in the hood too. And fucking we had bought all the Hartford niggas had did. It was Son and Sam, Money Ray.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, my nigga Son and Sam.
Gambino. It was Gambino, Son of Sam, Money Ray, and Guns De Niro. Them niggas did a show like together.
Yeah. Like
all them niggas like kind of like did they set together because when we came with our shit, We tore that motherfucking East Hartford up. Yo. We tore that shit up. I brought my crew. You know what I'm saying? We a strong starting 5. But back then, I don't think Hartford was together. I don't think Money Ray and Son and Sam. I think they from. I don't know the dynamics, but I think they from different hoods.
Right,
so I think they wasn't really on no. Let's do a show together type shit. But that night, after we rocked, they had rock. They was killing that shit though. But they had Money Ray came out. It was like they had their sets back to back to back, but it seemed like it was organized. It wasn't the same Stage E show.
Yeah. It's like the Club Blue. You saying?
Yeah, Hartford. Them niggas kind of went crazy in Hartford.
Damn.
But that's when I met them. Then.
Yeah.
And only how we got out of that is because niggas was getting ready to get nasty in there, and it would have been real nasty for us.
What? New Haven against Hartford? What was it? Some shit like that?
You know how it is. You go on
I know how it is.
town.
I'm just asking to clarify for the people.
Hartford niggas is kind of wild niggas.
So was it Hartford? That's what I'm saying. Was it Hartford against New Haven at that time? 203, 860 shit? What was going on?
No. Hartford and New Haven ain't having no beef back then, but you can't go on somebody's house and look too good.
Oh, okay.
You can't do that. Like, you can't do that. Like, I don't give a fuck where you at. You can't go in somebody's house and look too fucking good.
It's like looking at that nigga from Belly, like, them niggas over there.
I mean, you go in there, it's some fly niggas, and then you gonna get some niggas pull on the wrong girls, probably don't know that's such and such girl over there. Somebody don't know, they touch some. I mean, bullshit jump off. But
always
it was enough people in there from jail that knew each other, and it was on some, oh shit, damn, it's Marcelli.
Whoa. Jail connects a lot of situations,
and it prevented the whole.
But these cities always beefing, man. Like even Springfield and Hartford always had some type of little, once in a while, some bullshit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we done bridged that gap. It's not really too crazy now as far as the hip hop shit. But it used to be like that. Springfield and Hartford.
Yeah.
Hartford niggas used to come through Springfield, wild out. Springfield niggas used to go to Hartford, wild out. It used to be like
it's a little bit better now because everybody can go anywhere now. You know what I'm saying? I remember before New Haven couldn't go to Bridgeport. And Bridgeport so New Haven and Bridgeport just didn't get along at one time. Now it seems like it's a big fucking family.
Yeah.
I tell some of my old heads some shit like that. We go, when you was in Bridgeport, you better be careful out there. Ooh, you can't be going out there.
Niggas can go anywhere though.
It was different. It was different.
Be good.
I don't even know what that shit was about, man. We used to just beef with cities in the same state all the time for no reason, just because we from the same state, different city.
I'm sure the same thing going on in Massachusetts.
No, just
Springfield and Holyoke, probably. I don't know.
Yeah, there's always some shit.
Yeah,
like I said.
So you went from rapping to DJing, back to rapping, and then you went into the DVD phase.
Yes, all these is different. Like, see, I reinvent myself all the time.
How many years would you say? How many?
From 1993 all the way to now, I reinvent myself.
How many times? How many times?
But I still keep the name Bink. I used to be Binky B.
Oh, Binky.
Now I'm Bink B.
Wait, okay. So what does that name mean to you? Well, how did you come up with that name?
My mama don't call me Binky.
Okay.
That's just my name, regular name in the street. So I never really changed my name. I just kept it. I added to it. This year I'm the turn-up champ. Years ago I was the Grunion, and years before that I was, you always have a little extra name. Like Method Man do that. He's the Cow and Stallion, and people have a different aliases. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. But you kept it, because most niggas be like, I'm not using a nigga Binky, and I'm not using a Bink.
That's why I took the Y off, because it sounded a little... early 90s, Pinky B, early 90s, it was cool. Now, Binky...
Like that what?
You say Bink, it sound a little bit more strong. Bink.
Niggas' radars is up now. Niggas' radars is way up now.
Yeah, you say Binky. You can't say your name Binky now. Binky.
So what made you get into the DVD? What like I know it was a big thing back then, but like what pushed you into that era?
Well, I've been seeing people doing what Smacking Them was doing on public access channel. It was back then. It was like this thing called underground news, graffiti. Like the public access channels up here in this region where I'm at, they was kind of like active, like Rap City and shit. Back in the days, niggas had their own little raps. Niggas was everybody like they had dudes doing that Rap City type shit back then. I always liked it. That I didn't ever think I had a niche for it, but I know it's a hustle in it. So what made me jump in the DVD game is I was like, let me try it, man. That was one of the parts of reinventing myself.
Is that how y'all met? Through the DVD?
Nah, I met him from the mixtape game, right? Mixtape game.
Same. It might be.
It's about probably mixtape first though. Probably mixtape.
So you dropping mixtape for the DVD?
Cause I remember I used to see you and was it Chubbs?
Scope, probably Scope.
Scope. I used to see Scope out there.
Yep. You used to come to our stores then.
So yeah. But I know the DVD. I know the DVD game. I know we from the DVD game. I could have swore he was in the mixtape game too.
No, I was in the mixtape game, but I had my own mixtapes though. But I had a mixtape store too. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Your store was one of them. Your store and Scope.
Yeah.
Was the
two ones in Springfield that people know.
You had to go there. That was
we was on the store.
You had to go there.
Yeah.
Like that was information I got before I knew where to go. I gotta go here. I gotta go. That was the chicken circuit.
The double chitlin circuit.
So you saying that I seen a video interview where you was like Boston, Blue Hill Ave was like one of your top places to go.
Yeah. In the DVD game, definitely.
Yes.
In the DVD game, definitely hit up Boston.
I didn't go there too much. I don't know why.
Oh man, I used to love Boston.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking Boston been good to me.
Okay.
In the DVD game.
Shout out to Boston. Shout out to Blue Hill Ave.
Boston used
Shout
to
out to the Bink.
Blue Hill Ave had mad stores though.
Yeah, they did.
They had mad nuts and grannies, barbershops, and all that type of. It was long strip. Like you could make your own chicken circuit when you know how you've been in the game.
Yeah,
you know how you be out there.
Yep.
The barbershop, they go out there, you hit them off for 20.
Yep.
Shit like that. I mean, you do a bunch of those. I come back poppers with the bumps from Boston.
So when you drop your first DVD though, first of all, before you even get to that. Would you drop in mixtapes first or DVD? Which one was it?
Mixtapes.
And what was the name of both?
My biggest mixtape series probably was the What Beef series. I had I had a mixtape series called What's Beef.
Like Street Wars?
Yeah, those was the bootleggers was eating them shits
up. Did you
up.
come out before Street Wars or after Street Wars? Or was it the same concept?
I think around the same time. It was around the same time just those mixtapes and all that was going on.
Was it the same concept? Was it all diss tracks, all beef tracks?
Nah, what I would do is I have different formulas for different mixtapes, but I'll put the two heavy hitters, like I'll have 50 Cent and Ja Rule or some shit.
Oh, so it wasn't okay. So
but I won't leave it all them. I have it the way I used to do my flavor. I have it like segments. Throughout the mixtape, you're gonna hear some of all this shit, but I'll put other shit on it too.
But was it all diss? It was all diss tracks on there though?
Nah, I ain't
okay.
But I'll just showcase the heavy hitters that's beefing. Like if Ja Rule and 50 is beefing, I'm gonna put 5 of his songs and 5 of his songs, and then I'm gonna spread it out with my shit and whatever else shit I get on there and put on there.
I got you.
And just make a complete mix CD like that. But I'll put them two on the cover.
Okay, all right.
You understand what I'm saying? To make it sell. Back then the covers were selling used. Like Miami Chaos was like a dope a dope cover.
Dope cover people.
So back then
they made dope cover art.
Back then in the mixtape hustle, if you wanted to get a lot of money, you gotta have the dope covers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then Miami Chaos was like a dude where he was people will see his cover and be like they used to it. It's a marketing strategy that we kind of knew back then.
Mattered. I learned that later. Like when I first dropped my first DVD, I had some bullshit cover. It was okay. It wasn't bullshit. It wasn't it wasn't that top of the line.
You learn though. Like when I did my first DVD, I had them in the thin covers.
Okay.
I remember I did my first DVD and I had it was kind of fire. I had the underdogs. I had Murder Mook and Jay Mills and all them niggas on it. I forgot who I had on the cover. It might have been 50 Cent, I think. I don't know, but it was a little bootleg. I didn't know better. The DVD was good, but I didn't know better in marketing.
My first one I came out, I had the thick cases. As soon as I came out, I had the thick cases.
Yeah, I didn't know. I just jumped. I dove right in. I dove right in. Know no better.
Well, I got them duplicated. I got them replicated. Matter of fact, like I sent them out, the master, and then they came back, cellophane wrap, all that. You
was advanced when you jumped right in.
Yeah, I did that. I just didn't have the top cover, but I had the top packaging.
I did Trial and Tribulation.
Yeah.
I remember I walked up with Jim Jones. The nigga looked. I could if I was presented better, I would have got the interview. I remember we was in Miami on Ocean Drive. I see Jim Jones like, yo man, yeah. We had our little cameras and shit. Yeah, we got such and such a DVD. We got family. He looked at the shit. He was like,
Nah, nigga. Get that shit the fuck out my
So,
face.
so you would say presentation.
Nah,
now that I look back, you know, when I walked away from him, like that fucking sucker ass nigga, bitch ass nigga. But now that I sit back and recoup, I'm like, he wasn't supposed to fuck with it.
Yeah. But now Jim Jones
on his way to
was
be a superstar.
He was a hit and miss guy. Like, you gotta know how to, like, you know, because I got an interview from him too. Like,
early. If I wouldn't have had a DVD, I probably would have got the interview because he wouldn't have knew. It wasn't a good cover. But when he seen this shit was a bootleg cover, the nigga was like,
he was like, nah.
I know this now. I didn't know that. I don't know. You know, as you learn your hustle up, you learn.
Hustle, you know
that was a new world. I come from the streets and just trying to hustle a product. I didn't know how to hustle the product.
That
you know what I'm
DVD
saying?
game was a serious. Go ahead.
No, you were gonna say it was.
Oh, that was a serious hustle. You really had to like learn as you go. Like how to even conduct yourself to even get interviews from rappers that you listen to, and you know what I'm saying? Because now you're running into these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but once you get it though,
once you get
a few heavy hitters, everybody want to be with you now.
Yeah.
So you learning the distribution game definitely changed your whole way of thinking in the game.
Let's put it this way: I was mad as fuck when streaming came out. And I'm gonna tell you a story why. I remember I got my first distribution deal with Big Apple. We cleared 100,000 that year without me doing hand to hands. We cleared 100,000 in checks. You understand what I'm saying? Legal money. And I was like, damn, we had put out the we was doing the gangster documentaries.
Oh yeah, I remember you was doing those.
And we was doing the hip hop. The gangster documentaries was really my money makers. It almost made me want to jump out of the hip hop because the hip hop was good, but the hip hop you got to go through too much shit. You got to go through too much work to get all that content up. That that was yesterday's content was like you got to get all that content up. It was just a lot of work. But with the gangster documentaries, everything was smooth selling. We call we're gonna be there to such and such. Everything was just smooth and it was getting more money. Because everybody don't have that product. See, back then we had Making Moves, we had us, we had motherfucking.
Who was the DVD niggas in New England like that though? We're not even talking about New York.
Cheddar, you and Cheddar and me.
DVD.
We was the only one at that time. We was the only ones doing. Wasn't nobody doing no DVDs, but it was other videographers and shit right now. But
but as far as distributing, like how we used to go to New York.
Cheddar, us, and you was the only ones, but.
Cheddar was doing this thing too. Yeah, a lot of shit too.
Cheddar was getting distribution at Big Apple too.
Yeah. Cause
I used to see his shit in there when I go in there. Like, you know how I found out about Big Apple?
I didn't get to Big Apple, yo.
But you coulda.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you how I got to Big Apple. I was watching fucking Troy Reed documentary, and he showed the motherfucking he had the people.
He showed the factory. He showed
the factory and the dude talking on the behalf of Troy. Oh yeah, his things go off the shelf here, man. I was looking at that shit. I see the address and all that shit. I tracked that motherfucker down. Told that motherfucker what we had. The motherfucker said, "Let me see." We had the Calvin Klein. We was doing Black Hand Chaz documentary.
Yeah, so I was gonna ask you, how'd you get into the documentary? How'd you get these stories, authentic stories from these dudes? And
Raw Heat. My partner, Raw Heat, he did a lot of Fed time. He knew a lot of people. The gangster documentaries was his passion.
Yeah,
that was my partner. It was his passion.
Raw Heat. Yep.
The hip hop thing was my thing, and the gangster shit was like his passion.
Yep.
And he used to kind of like set all that up, and then he jumped on the phone, and he was building a lot of the relationships for that. Like and then one was leading to the other. Like we went to do Black Hand Chaz. And while we used to read the Don Diva magazines. All the gangsters know each other just like all the rappers know each other. You understand? They know each other to a certain extent. So we used to look at the Don Diva magazines, and we used to be like, we got to put some of them stories to DVD. Only one that was doing it was Troy Reed back then, and the Rayford Evans story.
Yeah.
That was the only ones doing documentary. The Paid in Full shit with Richard Alpo.
Yep. And
Troy Reed and them did one. And then the Rayford Evans story.
I might have some of your old joints too.
They was the only ones doing it. When we came out, we dropped 3 in 1 year. We was the new kids on the block. We was fucking shit up. Troy Reed had all that shit out, and then he had a little slow period. Every time he had a slow period, it seemed like we just jumped in the game. We was in Don Diva magazine. We had got ranked #1 and #2. Alpo story beat us for one time.
Right.
Everybody, it was a big story. Everybody wanted that Alpo story. So the Alpo story came out, and then the Rayford Edmonds story beat us. Yeah. But we was #2 right after that with the Black Hand Chaz, and then we did Calvin Klein, the Brooklyn Don. We did his from Red Hook. You heard of Calvin Klein from Red Hook back in the days?
No.
He from Red Hook Projects. We did his documentary.
So how'd you link up with? You looked up with him?
In the Don Diva magazine, the Don Diva magazine be having all the articles about all the gangster motherfuckers.
Right.
Yeah.
So we do our research, and then we find somebody that knows somebody, and then
that's what I'm saying. How was you authenticating these documentaries? Like, what was
being on our journalist shit?
Yeah.
Raw Heat is like a journalist. That motherfucker. Yeah. Oh, Bink, we gotta do such and such story. I'll be like, let's do it. Like we just like y'all pull up, we pull up anywhere.
Oh, so you go to their hoods and ask questions to different people, and they tell you this authentic stories.
Yeah. We get our stories back then through Don Diva magazine and the Fed magazine.
So you read up on them yourself like that.
You ain't up on the magazines back?
I was. Yeah.
So we read up on the magazines.
I'm gonna try to figure out y'all formula when y'all was doing these.
That was our formula. We read up on the magazine, and Raw Heat, or between me and Raw Heat, we know a lot of people in New York.
Yeah.
So between us two, we're gonna know somebody that knows somebody or somebody that knows some. We're gonna find it. You just throw some names around, and then depending who we get to ask, like if I want to go to Brooklyn, I go probably ask my boy Don Quan, you know such and such? Oh yeah, I know him, or I know somebody that know him. And then we get the plug, and then we introduce ourselves, tell them what we about. And the thing that was good with our formula, Troy Reed back then, he was only doing like uptown stories. If you look at all Troy Reed, like gangster documentaries, it was niggas from like uptown. So we knew we had to go like to Brooklyn and Queens and shit like that, where niggas don't be having those niggas, because the only nigga that do the documentaries don't leave his borough to get.
He has that much content over his borough that he don't gotta go. He felt like, but
I don't know. I mean, New York is like kind of different. Some niggas from New York don't even go to another borough. Like they don't even
step outside the Bronx. So
you know how it is. Sometimes New York, they don't. Back then, a lot of motherfuckers never even left their fucking hood.
So speaking of content, which one of your documentaries did BT steal content from?
Oh, you heard about that?
I heard about that.
Chaz. But Chaz told us he was going to, rest in peace, Chaz. He told us they was going to do that, though, before they did it. Yeah, he told us, and because, Chaz is like a big, he was like a big uncle to us. Like, he was like, he know a lot of people. So Chaz was getting us to a lot of people, too.
Yeah.
Once we was doing Chaz shit, and once we got the, you know how we learned about Chaz shit, though? Graph.
Yeah.
Shout out to Graph.
We was doing a hip hop documentary, and Raw Heat was always saying we want to do the gangster shit, and we was with Graph. We was shooting graphs from some hip hop shit.
Yeah.
And
he was doing hip hop DVD and had him.
Yeah, and when he was talking to us, he was going, man, you gotta be. He was talking about Chaz, and we was like, yeah, Chaz, you talking about? He was like, yeah, that's my OG, man. You guys do. It's like, then next thing you know, he plugged that in, and then we started doing Chaz. Chaz agreed to do the story with us, and then once we was doing Chaz shit, we kind of like built like a real good bond with him. Like this was going on for maybe like a half a year of just friendship, and he was just instantly just like we hit it off, like, you know what I'm saying? And he used to believe in us, and he got us with Dame Dash. He had got us with a lot of motherfuckers.
Nah, he was connected. Jazz, they fucked with him.
He was connected, and he had hooked us up with Calvin Klein. We already wanted to do the Calvin Klein story back then, because Calvin Klein was in the DVD, and he was the one that got locked up with Jay-Z, and he was like, I'm just gonna take the charge. You go ahead and do your thing. Like they both got arrested. In Calvin Klein documentary, him and Jay-Z got arrested in Maryland somewhere.
Yep.
And Calvin Klein basically like took the weight. At least Calvin Klein's story, that's what he told me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I mean, I don't know. But he told me back then, him and Jay got locked up in Maryland together. And because they was all getting money down there. This dude named Danny Dan, I had his documentary too. He was like a heavy player out there from Brooklyn that was getting money in Maryland too, and they kind of like got plugged in through Danny Dan. It was like a big bunch of shit going on. Like
one thing led to another. And
yeah, so I was getting a lot of documentaries. It all came from Chaz, and Chaz being connected. He from Queens, but he connected with people from all over.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? He connected with, and Chaz was just hooking us up with everybody. So we started getting all these stories. And Troy Reed, I don't know if he ran out of stories or what, but I don't know what was going on. But he like kind of had like a drought of shit, and we was dropping.
And he was dropping.
We was dropping.
So it's almost like you took him out almost, bitch. You don't want to say that. I understand.
Nah, because he did beat us with that Alpo story. Because before he did the Alpo story, he wasn't dropping nothing.
Yeah.
He just kept souping it up, the Alpo story coming out. But while he was saying all that, we was hitting him with bangers. We hit him with the Calvin Klein story, the Chaz Black Hand Gangster, the Danny Dan and the Marcy Posse story. We was like doing all these motherfucking stories, and them shits was.
This is just hitting.
Them shits was hitting, yo. Them shits was hitting. Them shits was flying off the shelf.
Damn. He wasn't fucking around.
Yeah, then fucking the Screaming. So then this fucking Screaming comes out after that. Fucking World Star comes out after that, giving out all that content for free. Fucked it up for guys like us back in the days that was getting that DVD money. World Star started coming online because what Cocaine City was doing and we was doing and Smack was doing all, they had to buy DVDs for that.
Yeah.
You couldn't go to YouTube or World Star Hip Hop. World Star was the first one getting all the
World Star came out like around 05, 06. You know what I'm saying? That was like 05, 06 when World Star hit.
When World Star hit, that's when it kind of fucked the DVD game up.
But World Star, it hit around that time. It didn't get popular until maybe like 2008, 2009.
When everybody started going on World Star,
yeah,
people wasn't buying DVDs no more.
Everything was for free. It started fading out a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Started fading out. The DVD probably lasted from like 04 to like
to the internet started popping.
08, 09.
Motherfucker wasn't paying for that product no more.
Not as much.
For free.
People still not, because your hustle game was crazy. You still get money.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
But it wasn't like how it was before.
It wasn't plentiful. And if you didn't, I wish I knew how to be a geek back then with the computer. With that, I would have been See, it was on to something with that World Star. I didn't see that back then though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I never really jumped back in the film game kind of like since then. You know what I mean? Since then, I just didn't do that.
Coming out, yeah. I remember I used to drop the mixtapes with the footage on it. Remember?
Yeah.
I used to have I was the first nigga to drop the mixtape, the enhanced CD. So you pop the CD in the computer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you can watch little footage of whoever who's on the mixtape. You know what I'm saying? Like.
You used to be killing them running around with that Panasonic.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
I used to have the fucking. You know what I'm saying?
I used to bump heads with him all the time in Harlem and everything.
Yeah, mixtape DVD. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had the mixtapes with the footage on it. You know what I'm saying?
That's one thing I'm going to give Frank is that everybody that not everybody, but just about majority of the people that we interviewed so far has had some type of connection with him on the scene.
Yeah.
Back in the day from DVD.
He legendary.
Huh? Yeah, he is.
He legendary.
Don't.
Nah, he legendary.
Don't gas his head up because he's already big-headed.
He got over 15 years and he's legendary.
Big-headed.
If you got over 15 years and you still standing strong, that's legendary in itself.
We transcended from the DVD to now we're forcing to win.
Yeah.
It's all transcended.
Yeah.
This is a real passion.
We know,
the footage is going down.
Forced to win. I love that name, Forced to Win, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I love that name.
This is what's been going on. This is not no game. This ain't no fluke. Niggas been doing this. You feel what I'm saying? Like I got footage from back then, like back in them days. 25-year-old, 20-year-old footage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So speaking of Forced to Win, right? So we went through all these stories of your transitions, right? So you said at a point in time you gave up the DVD game, and then you just focused on what? Just DJing.
Just life, man.
Just life.
Just winning. Just hustling, winning. But DJing, I never left DJing. But I had my peaks where I don't feel like DJing.
Yeah,
I mean, through chapters. I've been around for a while. You know what I'm saying? Through chapters of my life, I don't feel like DJing or whatever. But then I just jump back in. But I never really left DJing. Not too long.
So
not over a year.
You do a black-owned radio station now, right?
Nah,
is that what it is?
nah, 94 point. It's not black owned.
No.
It's
What is it, out of college? What is
94.3 been around for a long time. It's commercial radio.
Okay.
commercial radio?
It's commercial radio. Yeah, they just
How far is the span? What, like from where to where?
It can go from here to Bridgeport to Hartford.
Okay.
Hartford gets it?
Some parts of Hartford. I drove up there to Hartford the other motherfucking day just to listen. It can get to Hartford if,
Oh, it's a commercial
if you're
station?
sitting still.
Okay.
If you're sitting still.
He said sitting still, not driving.
If you turn on 94.3 and you listen to it, it'll probably start fading out in the middle of Hartford somewhere, probably. You know what I'm saying? Or as soon as it'll fade out, but it'll reach. It depends where you at in Hartford, probably, but I know they ain't checking for it, but it can't reach there, though.
So it's a commercial radio station, but it's not a big radio station. Like, what's the biggest radio station?
937.
93. It's the biggest in its region. Hartford's not its region.
Okay.
It's the biggest here.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? I mean, it ain't really got no competition here, though, but they got college radio out
But
here.
you get 97 here in New Haven, right? You get 97, you get 93.7.
Yes. I wouldn't say, I don't know how the rating system go, though. Don't get me the line on that. I don't know how the rating system going, but I know a lot of people listen to it, though.
Okay.
So I don't know who got the biggest ratings in this region out of 93 or 94. I would say they got different audiences.
Okay.
93.7 is they play more like all of today's music. 94.3 is more laid
You got
back.
more freedom. How's the program directing going over there? You get to play what you want to play, or is
With
it, or
me, I don't get no playlist with me, but I respect the code of what they do on the station.
Okay.
oh, so you just can play anything you want?
I be playing blends. I go sick on my shit. I be playing blends.
What's your
Play
slot?
local
What's your
artists?
slot?
If local artists was to give me some shit to my formula, I'll play it. But I ain't gonna pound them in the head. I go on Facebook or whatever. Yo, you got some shit? So send me to local motherfuckers can't come without cursing and shit. Motherfuckers gonna curse.
But that's not that,
Motherfucker gonna
that,
curse
that,
and shit.
that's
Yeah, my last question to you was local artists. Do you play a lot of local artists?
I play shit that I could play. Like Sholey got a joint with the I think DJ Semi DJ that I play his shit.
Okay.
Cause it's for my formula.
Okay.
My formula on the station is really like an old school station, and they play a little bit of R&B. I slide 90s rap, 2000 rap, blends, R&B. I do a little bit of everything. I do my shit more like on a mixtape, but I just keep it more. I wouldn't say old school, but
more nostalgic, like more reminding you of the old school, maybe. But it's
a
like,
young person probably will like my shit if they listen to it, but a young person ain't checking for 94.3.
Would your son listen to it?
Yeah,
Would you
because my
listen to
son,
it?
my son got different.
I listen to everything.
Yeah, he got different ears. Like,
Okay.
I mean, I'm just talking about the average motherfucker.
Okay.
They gonna listen to 93.7 because they playing all the new shit.
Okay.
Future and all this. They ain't playing Future at 94.3. They might play some J. Cole, but they ain't playing Future.
oh, they're not playing Future.
They ain't gonna play Future.
They're not playing Ice Spice.
They ain't playing no Ice Spice. They ain't playing no J. Cole. They ain't playing.
No, you're playing J. Cole. You said
They'll play J. Cole. They'll play J.
Yeah.
Cole. They'll play.
they're playing more traditional hip hop, more boom bapish type of stuff. More, they're not playing.
They really don't play too much rap. If they do play rap, it's early rap, like early 90s
so,
rap.
so what is it? More of an R&B station for the most part.
R&B, hip hop, old school hip hop.
Oh, okay.
So I want to take it back to something that you said about local artists or just, artists that are coming up. Having radio station music. Did I say that right?
Yeah, a lot of.
Not really.
The-
You mean
I don't-
edited music?
Edited music.
I don't want to
Yeah.
sound nasty, man, but because it's always a little thing going back to DJs, the promoters, the
and
Right,
the independent
right.
artists. But
Everybody-
this is what we talk about in the show, though.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah,
a
this is
lot
one
of-
of the things we want to give to the audience.
I'm gonna chime in on that. Like with local artists, a lot of times if they don't make, I get it because I was a local artist too. I get it.
I don't like to say local. I like to say independent. I don't even
Independent,
call it
local,
Independent,
whatever you want to
whatever you wanna
say.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Not on yet, not big time
Right,
yet. You
right,
ain't
right,
not
right.
superstar yet.
Right.
You want to be a superstar. I get it. You working. You. Everything don't go your way. You don't understand. Like I didn't understand how to give Jim Jones. I didn't understand that time.
Right.
So I
Yeah.
called him a sucker when I walked away from him too. I hated Jim Jones, my motherfucking shit. He looked at my shit. No, I don't want to do it. And I walked away. That fucking sucker ass motherfucker. I walked away and said that shit. But now that I sit back and listen, I be like, I mean, shit, if I wouldn't have fucked with my bootleg looking shit right now too. I didn't have my shit looking presentable, and he's a star. So I get it. So a lot of times a rapper will come up to a promoter or DJ or radio and be like, play my shit, but they didn't come to rap. They didn't approach it right. A lot of
artists don't come to correctly.
They don't approach it right, and you kind of like burn a bridge before you approach. You talking shit before you even built the relationship, or you don't have no radio edit.
Right.
I hear people say radio don't players. They don't need radio.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you don't need radio to pop off, but you do want to be played in your district. Right. Yeah. You're supposed to be played in your district.
Yeah. Right.
Yep. But if you want to get played in your district, you got to have a radio edit. And then after you have your radio edit, you got to have your shit registered with ASCAP and all that shit. Right. Because at the end of the day, a radio has a job. A radio has to turn in what they play.
Yeah. Right.
That's how you get royalty checks and shit like that.
That's not ASCAP or BMI. That's media base for y'all independent artists that was going on. Sign up media base. That's shit that registers your spins on radio.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times a commercial radio legitimately don't supposed to play your shit unless you got that. If you want to get technical.
Yeah, but they can still play it though. But
they can still play it, but they can use it against you if they want to be a dick. They can be I can't play it, man, because you should. So, but they can play it though.
Right.
But when it comes down to reporting it, they can't report something that they don't got.
Yeah.
That you can't report a Benz license plate number if it don't got no license plate number. So if they can play your song, but it won't count. It won't count as a spin.
Yeah.
If they can't turn it in, if it ain't registered.
Right, which is BMI or ASCAP, and if you don't have media base after the BMI
What
ASCAP,
do they call it online? Monetize.
Monetize.
You can't monetize your spin unless it's registered.
Yeah.
So your son being in music, did you teach him all this?
He knows all this. He's a smart motherfucker.
Okay. Did you know all this from your dad, or did you figure this out on your own? Okay. All right.
Yeah, so
but artists, I think there's still a disconnect between the artist and the DJ, but a lot of artists don't come correct. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
And they don't know any better.
But a lot of artists are getting played though, but they still be talking shit about they don't be getting played. I know I be playing local people like I do more than
you do one of the dudes that do that though.
Yeah,
make
but
sure. You know
but a lot of young dudes that fuck with me, they do it too. Like I see DJ Loso play a lot of local shit all the time in this region. He's a big DJ in this region. What
station he's in? What station he's in?
Just the club DJ.
Oh, just the club. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I do clubs and parties and all that shit too. So that's what's important too, because that's what the people, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But Loso, I be seeing Loso, Hammer, all of us was playing this dude named Scoot the Don shit.
Yeah.
It was helping us. You play his shit, girls is twerking this shit. It's a song that works. It helps.
Yeah.
You got to play something that can help us too now.
How did Scoot the Don present the record to you?
I was the first one to play Scoot the Don shit too.
Okay. So how did he present it? How did you find the record?
He sent it to me.
He sent it to you?
But I fucks with him. I got a relationship with him now.
Yeah. Okay. So he called you up. So that's what I'm saying.
Yo, I got a banger. I got a banger, yo. I got a banger. I'm sending it to you right now.
He built a relationship before he sent the track to you, or did you he just sent it to you?
Well, I know since he was I know him as baby boy. I know his father.
Okay.
Now I'm saying so I got more roots than just
But if you
music.
didn't know that, or if you didn't have that relationship with you, would you have played it?
I'm reachable. I'm reachable. If you give me something and I like it, I'm going to play it.
And he gave it to you, edited and everything. He gave you everything.
Nah, this is before I was on the radio.
No, I'm saying, but I'm playing it in the club. I'm saying, I'm talking about just playing it.
He sent it to me. The shit was a banger. I played the shit. Girls was going crazy. He got the what's-the-name beat on it, the chopper style beat.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you resampled that and chopped it? Okay.
What's-the-name did the beat for him, I think. I think Chill Shump did the beat for him, I think.
Okay, shout out to Chill Shump.
And the shit was, I think he did it. I think he did that beat. It's a chop down.
Yeah.
Chop. He got that beat. The girls love it. They love that shit.
Yeah, so nostalgic reminded the girls of that, and then it was a dope record. But he got it to you correctly.
But he fired though. But he sent me a lot of shit that it just wasn't at the time. It'll have to be like early warm. Like people got to understand too. As a DJ, we can't be corny either.
Yeah.
So, and part of being a DJ is your timing. Mm-hmm. If it's the right time to play shit and it's the wrong time to play shit.
Yeah.
And then sometimes, the rapper might come in and it ain't the time to play that.
Yeah.
But it might, if you give me some time, when the time is right, I'm gonna fuck with you.
Yeah.
But you gotta give me some time. And then a lot of times,
don't have patience.
well, I don't get chewed up, but I'm just talking for other DJs. I don't get chewed up.
But a lot of DJs get chewed up because the communication skills is off. Like, they will act like they will ignore you. You take the record, they never listen to it, they never even give you feedback. I don't really like this record, I appreciate you sending it to me, but you gotta do it like this. They don't even give feedback. Like, they ignore the people. You feel what I'm saying? And this is where the independent artist gets pissed. And when they see one knock you over your fucking head. You know what I'm saying?
Are you a paid-to-play DJ?
I'll take a tip. Who wouldn't? But
nah, tips always help. I mean,
but
that's
if your shit is whack, I don't want your money.
Okay. That's
what
I want to know.
Are you telling independent artists your shit is whack? What are you telling them?
Nah, I learned my lesson from that.
What happened? I need a story.
I need
a story. What happened? What happened? Tell me.
I mean, I got into a little not arguments, but boo-boos over that. Like, you understand what I'm saying? You somebody be like, yo, what you think? I don't know, man. I ain't really feeling it like that. Now, I'm a hater now. Or I'm old school and don't know better or something.
Nah, you got to be honest. Because there's too many fucking rappers out here that suck.
But people do really respect my judgment. But people that don't know me personally probably would say I'm a hater if I don't like their music. But somebody that know me personally will understand that I ain't just,
Right.
And give me at least enough that they'll give me that respect. Be like, he's old school, ain't feeling it or whatever.
He's a legend. Listen to him and what he's saying.
Independent artists, man, you always got to force to win. Everybody's not gonna like your record, man.
Everybody's not.
Everybody ain't gonna like it.
Everybody, even big in the industry, had records that turned big, but people turned it down. At first, it wasn't popping. So you just can't get turned down by people saying no.
You can't. I got a good ear. My ear is usually right, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I seen motherfuckers. I remember motherfuckers was talking this Drake shit. I remember going arguing with a little nigga.
Yeah.
We going back and forth in the barbershop. Drake, he's better than this and that. I said, man, he ain't been out for 2 years yet. Whoa, Drake is this and Drake that. Next thing you know, 10 years later, I was like, you wasn't lying, young blood. He was like, I told you, I gotta eat that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So sometimes you don't see things like.
I also gotta understand. Get that entitlement out your system first of all. Get that out of your system. You're in the music game here. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is you gotta have a thick skin for this industry. You can't be out here thinking that because you have a record, everybody's supposed to like it when you give it to them.
Right.
Respect the DJ. At least if he even gave you feedback and said he didn't like it, you gotta respect that. Because some DJs is not even gonna tell you that. They're gonna not even listen. They're not even gonna give you feedback.
I'm gonna tell them.
You know what I'm saying? And you gotta respect somebody who tells you, because a lot of DJs, that's why they just get hit in the head. Because they ignore.
I don't mean to keep throwing your son into this, but we're in his studio, right? Mm-hmm. So him producing music or whatever, are there times where you're like, nah, that's not it? And how do you feel about when he tells you?
I'll tell him too. He ain't never let me hear no corny shit though.
Okay.
I like some other than other.
Everything he played tonight was definitely a banger.
Yeah, but sometimes he'll play some shit. Body language will tell if you ain't really on it.
The eyes start rolling. You look at him like, damn, did I take the chicken out?
I ain't gotta tell him. It's like we can tell certain things without saying it, like, cause that's my son. So he know when I get up and go, oh, when I start fucking around with it, I like it. If I ain't fucking around with it, you'll probably go to the next song, like, you know what I'm saying? But that don't mean nothing, though. I mean, I can't.
Yeah.
I might be. Everything don't move me. Like, I don't like a lot of music that's out now, but I play it because I know it ain't about me. It's about what the people want.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't like a lot of the fucking music. I don't like a lot of shit. Like, a lot of shit is fucking whack as fuck to me. Mm-hmm. But I know it's a sound that's going hard right now, so I play this shit. So even if your song whack, but if it's on the tempo, I'm a DJ, so I play for them.
Yeah.
If there's times that I play for me when you on my wave, and the radio, I play for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna play for the old school crowd, but I'm gonna play like what I know they're gonna like, and I know I'm gonna do it my way. When I'm playing in the club for motherfuckers from 21 to 35, I ain't playing for me.
I'm playing for them.
I'm playing for whoever's in front of me, whether it's the girls twerking or the gangsters over there. I'm going
Download D-Lo, whatever his name is. What's
Boss
his name?
Man D-Lo and motherfucking
I made
Rob.
a man's name up.
I'm playing all that shit.
Yeah, you sound all old and shit.
I definitely sounded old. Talking about Download
I got a DJ Hill House High School tomorrow. I gotta help somebody. I gotta bail somebody out that ain't going to. I got stuck with the young motherfucker. I'm Boss Man D-Lo. I'm Boss Man D-Lo and Sexy Red him out tomorrow. Trust it.
Yeah. That's why you still getting hired. You gotta adjust with the times. You gotta know what's going on. You gotta adjust with the curve.
Oh yeah,
you can't be naive to
get
it.
that money.
You cannot be naive to it, but that's a good thing though.
Yeah.
A lot of DJs get into the upper age and they just be stuck in their ways. And
Oh
it is
yeah,
what it
yeah,
is.
yeah. A lot of the old school. You know what? A lot of the old school DJs don't respect. That's what's fucked up going on right now. DJs ain't sticking together. The young boy and the old is
Young
they.
DJ and the older DJ.
Oh, the old school niggas really be kind of like they don't like the young DJs.
No, because
Most of the old school DJs,
Mm-hmm.
they do not like the young DJs. Oh, motherfucker, what the fuck is they playing? And whoa. They don't know nothing. They ain't like, a lot of old school DJs be salty with young DJs.
Yeah.
And that makes the young DJs resent the older ones.
And then you know these young motherfuckers, they don't got no respect. What you saying, you old ass motherfucker? You know, them motherfuckers nasty. Young motherfucker get me the nasty, like, you know what I'm saying? But,
being in the Boston circuit,
they fuck with me, though.
Yeah.
The young boys fuck with me.
You got younger swag, though. You got younger swag.
But I fuck with them. I have conversations with them, and you know what I'm saying?
Communication skills, like I told you, communication skills is on point. Like you say, even when the artist is handing you records, at least you give him feedback and tell him that shit is whack. You don't leave him in limbo, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? That'd be the problem.
Believe it or not, I still break a lot of,
And that's another thing. I don't think DJs will go out to break records anymore. Like, I want to be the first to play this. Is hot. I want to be the first to play this. Or I don't think DJs. Do you feel the same way? I think more DJs on the program, they play what's hot now. I don't think they actually go out their way to look for like young niggas that ain't got no big back or nothing, but the song's hot and play it when it fits the tempo and everything. They know it's gonna fit there, but since the name ain't popular, they're not gonna try to break it and play it.
Let me tell you probably why. Because motherfuckers don't be making the they don't be making it hot enough.
Who makes what hot enough? What?
A lot of niggas don't be making it hot enough.
The artists.
They'll the sound be fucked up a lot of times. They don't be labeling they shit. Yo, a lot of shit be coming like I'll get shit from artists. The shit that be like Mark fucking. I don't want to throw artists. Some motherfuckers do be having their shit together, but a lot of motherfuckers be having they shit not even labeled. They'll email me a record. They'll email you a record. Shit don't even got a name on it.
They just email the record with no cover art.
Track 3 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Now, I'm a Serato guy. I got thousands of music in my laptop. So when I do download your shit, how I'm going to play your shit at the party and you didn't label it to me right? So it's lost. It's lost in my computer. I download it and your shit ain't labeled right. Ain't enough hours in it. First of all, I don't know about anybody else, but it's not enough hours in the day for me to be sitting around and it ain't.
Yeah, relabeling shit.
I ain't trying to sound bougie or none of that shit like that. But
artists,
So
when
my day is busy.
Make sure you have your stuff labeled.
Make sure your MP3 is labeled, right, whatever the song is. Send them cover art, send the instrumental, send the edited version, and the dirty version.
Yeah.
All that has to be in one email. And a description of what the song's about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But a lot of rappers got their shit together. A lot of people in New England is doing their fucking thing out here. Sholy, bands. What's my man from the Spanish looking dude? That nigga dope, man. The nigga from New Britain. That nigga dope too. What the fuck is my man name? Don some shit. What the fuck is his name? There's a lot of people out here dope though.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out here
definitely
dope.
a lot of artists doing their thing in New England. You know what I'm saying? Eastern Mass, Western Mass,
Yeah.
Connecticut, 860, 203.
Yeah.
It's a lot, man. We just trying to bridge that gap.
Like when you did the show with 38 Special, they had a lot of dope talent at that show.
Yeah,
man.
that brought everybody. That brought Boston. That brought Springfield.
Niggas had some
you
heat at that
had
show.
a couple dudes from 203 that came through.
You was there that night?
I was
DJing.
DJing.
He's the DJ.
At Middle East?
No, he said that was at Terminal 110 in New Haven.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But there was a lot of dope. There was a lot of dope independent artists there that was like dope.
Main Streets, Mashique, and all that.
Yeah.
But even then, a lot of them artists, when they gave me the shit, I can't find their shit because they name wasn't on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they came there that day, I had the DJ they shit. Yo, DJ, yeah, this is my set. Have it on the MP3,
have it on a thumb drive.
Thumb drive, or they emailed it to me right there.
Yep.
And I put it in a crate right there, but I don't remember that shit. This shit wasn't no name on it, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of the miscommunication that we got with the independent artists and the DJ and all that, man, you know.
But
shit got to be right on both sides.
Man. I think we need to be all in a room and have a fucking,
talk. We're going to set that up on Force to Win, don't worry, soon.
Force to Win need to put that together, man. You need to put down all the prominent motherfuckers together in one motherfucking room and have a motherfucking summit.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers, and everybody and certain motherfuckers get the floor. Everybody can't get the floor.
Yeah.
But a lot of certain motherfuckers get the floor. Certain rappers get the floor. Certain
we need to have
DJ,
like,
everybody get
a couple rappers, a couple DJs, a couple promoters. You know what I'm saying?
So
everybody talk.
Our goal is to inform upcoming artists what it is they need to do. Having an EPK, having, all this other stuff and the right music and to send to DJs, the kits and all that stuff. Because a lot of these artists are misguided. So
I believe, at least in New England, if we was to get all the prominent people in a room, and we can agree on, even if we made like a LLC or some type of organization where we be like, all right, this is called United 203 or United New England or some shit.
New England,
United. Let's just say it's United New England. Yep. We got you. We got me. We got DJ Buck. We got Drew and Echo from the promoter niggas doing the Jamaican shit. We got DJ Perfect. We got this club. We got all. If we get all these clubs and all the hot promoters, we get all the hot promoters, all the hot clubs, and all the predominant people that push the music, and we all was to get together and make some type of organization, and we be like, all right, we're gonna agree to push these 3 artists for these 3 months, and we don't give a fuck who mad about it. This is what we voted on. We voted on. This guy's been working. He got a hot single. We promoting that. We promoting this. We just shoving it down everybody's throat at the same time. Somebody will pop off. If everybody was to get together and say, yo, such and such got this hot single right now. We pushing that right now. Everybody go to their Facebook. Everybody tell their girls. Everybody tell the big butt Teresa and them, and everybody tell Lucius Lips, such as all these people that people are following. If we can just get them to push the button at one time, it's just gonna make a domino spread, and we do that 2-3 times, and then we do it for a little bit of money. Everybody get a kickback for it. At least if an artist pop off from that, that'd be their duty to be a sponsorship and for whatever we got going on.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like if we all push the button on, let's say my son or anybody, and did this nigga fucking pop off and turn big like NBA YoungBoy and all these motherfuckers, now he's a millionaire. Now he can throw $300,000 to the pot. You owe this contribution now. We help set it off on you. And it won't be no problem. Then that shit can help the next man, and then the shit can just get boom, 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 boom. We could be like the new Atlanta. Especially if we could be like the new Atlanta out this motherfucker. Like, but we gotta get everybody in the same room.
That's the hard part. You know what I'm saying? Then you have to come up with a contract. If you make it this big or whatever, 10% of your earnings, you got to come back here so everybody understand what's going on. It ain't no magical number. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
we can make some paperwork and get. And get
at least a little agreement.
It'd be like a stock. It'd be like a stock. If it could be 20 people down on it. You ain't spending your life on it. Yeah. You taking 5 hours out your week or 2 hours out your week. Only 2 hours out your week. If everybody's saying, all right, I got 10 minutes to do this. 10 minutes, like every morning you posting something. Every morning you posting something. Every morning I'm posting something about Sholey or something like, you understand what I'm saying? Sholey fuck around within the 2 months, 3 months. If everybody that's important is talking about Sholey, Shorty's gonna blow.
Yeah.
On top of the work that he's already doing.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And then all of us that's pushing the button, it ain't really no money. We just taking a couple of minutes out the day that's gonna add up to 2 hours in a week. A couple of minutes a day. All right. In the morning, 7 o'clock, you post your shit. Everybody doing that shit morning, afternoon, night. Just posting somebody's shit or whatever it is, sharing the content, everybody sharing. I'm telling you, bro, that shit, it'll make everybody else from outside
understand who's this guy everybody's talking about.
Because we so small, we really can't get the numbers like the other states is getting the numbers.
Yeah, so we got to knock down them state lines, you feel me? Like, you got to get Rhode Island involved. We got to get Mass involved, you know what I'm saying? Like, it has to be a collective
It's not
thing,
populated
you know
enough.
You
If you look at the numbers, if you look at somewhere like North Carolina or somewhere like that, or Texas,
it's not
or somewhere
popular.
big.
I mean, but if you add all three of them states and people connect with each other, we can do something. But it's just that we're so blinded by these state lines and these city lines. Like even with the 203 and 860 or 203 to 413 in Springfield, where I'm at,
We can get organic numbers.
There's a lot of artists that that are not known where I'm at, and vice versa.
Exactly.
And it's only an hour and a half away. You know what I'm saying? So why is that? Because we're blinded by these state lines. Motherfuckers don't get up and go. You feel what I'm saying? And there's no.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard.
But everybody don't. I don't know. The internet, man, it just seemed like, for instance, somebody from Atlanta that we don't know about, they probably still getting 10,000 views on their YouTube video or some shit like that, just by their Atlanta base.
Yeah, but Atlanta got Eastern Atlanta, Western, all this.
That's why I'm saying our numbers is not big enough.
Yeah.
So we gotta kind of make our numbers big by doing some unity shit like.
Yeah.
That we're not gonna get the numbers.
Got Eastern and Western. You got Bridgeport, you got New Haven, then you go down to 91. You got New Britain, you got Hartford, and you got Springfield, and you go up to 90. You got Worcester, then you go to Boston. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
it's all like Atlanta. You can be one part and it take 45 an hour to get to the other part of Atlanta.
Exactly.
But it's Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Houston. You know what I'm saying?
But it's making their YouTube numbers and all that go up. It's making their numbers go up because their region is bigger. So we got to kind of force the win in our region. Right. We gotta make a
plan.
Our region
is New England. That's what I'm saying. It's New England. That's the region.
We big enough if we was to unify. To get them.
Unify
20,000. If you got 20,000 organic fans, you can make some money off yourself.
Yeah.
Just by merch. If you got 20,000 organic fans, 5,000 gonna spend $5 with you.
Keyword merch.
Yeah.
If you got merch or you got something to sell them.
Yeah.
You got the music out. You put the merch. You got something to sell them. Whether it's fucking.
Even take it to your show. You feel me?
Yeah.
To your meet and greet, to your listening party. You know what I'm saying?
So that's how you make your money off merch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's an revenue stream.
I mean, how else you gonna make money as a rapper now besides merch and shows and sponsorships?
Yeah.
You really can't make no money off sales.
And features, if you're popular enough, feature money.
You got.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
like I said, you got
to be big to get big feature money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Even if it's not big, you can get a couple. Get $1,000 here, $1,500 here, if you.
Yeah, but that ain't no real money.
That ain't real money. You know what I'm saying? But it's a start. Niggas ain't getting that.
Nah, niggas ain't getting that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if you're getting that consistently, if you're getting a $1,500 to $2,000,
If you can get if you get a G note 3 times a week, 2 times a week, that's really, or even once a week, that's a good living.
It's okay.
Once a week is a good living, but to really survive, how a rapper's supposed to be looking nowadays.
But this crumbs make the cake. So you're getting feature money, like you said, you're getting merch money, you're selling show tickets. You know what I'm saying? You're doing meet and greets.
But if you had 20,000 organic fans, you probably would be getting more than that.
Yeah.
$1,000. You'd be getting fucking 1,500 from somebody from somewhere else, from another from a. You know what I'm saying? Just like Lil Durk was running around here getting giving up fucking verses for no money.
And then went in charge.
I mean, everybody before he got big, when it was G Herbo and Lil Durk and all them niggas was on the come up, niggas out here was getting features with them niggas.
Yeah.
My guy Bink B, man. Talk about a little touchy subject, and rest in peace, Fatman Scoop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was on that stage. You know.
That was crazy, man.
Was he showing signs before, like he was like,
Well, Nah, he wasn't showing no sign, but I remember it was the day was running. The day was kind of like weird because Fatman Scoop was supposed to close the night out, but then he was supposed to have to do some other party.
And this was out here in New Haven, right? Or was it
Hamden?
CT?
It was
Oh,
in Hamden.
Okay.
Well, anyway, nah, he was tired though, because I didn't see no tiredness in him though. Mm-hmm. But before he got there, they were saying, "Yo," first they were saying that Fatman Scoop was gonna go on before me, and I was gonna go on after Fatman Scoop. I'm like, man, that don't sound right, man. Why am I gonna do that? He was like, he's supposed to be the headliner. He the headliner. After he go off, motherfuckers probably gonna start leaving and shit.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He the headliner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So it was like, now he got to do another show. He got to catch a plane. Whoa. I was like, all right, whatever. The day of the show, it was like, you're going to go on a certain time. Then they changed it again. It was like, you got to go on now, man. You got to go on now. So I was like, all right. So I went on. And then I talked to Scoop like a few days before that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, I didn't see him when he arrived. All I know, I was DJing. We was fucking that shit up too. We was going sick on the stage. He had that shit going sick. And then I heard somebody going, Bink. I turned around, he was going, I'm ready. He was like ducking down behind the show. He had his shit plugged up. He was ready. So I cut my shit short. He wanted to cut my, I think we was smoking. We probably played something that he probably wanted to play. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking that's what happened because he was rushing to get on the stage. It wasn't supposed to be his time to get on the stage, but he was rushing to get on the stage. So he got on. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get off the stage. I'll see him after the show. So he was like, nah, don't you leave off the stage. He's like, come back. Like, he's like sitting in the mic, nah, I know, don't go nowhere. He's like, yo, Bink. He said, yo, I need you to DJ my set for me. I was like, what? He said, use my computer, play this song, and that song, and then we'll figure out the rest after, and we'll go with the flow. So I was like, all right, so I'm playing this shit, and we was flowing. He didn't show me no signs of nothing crazy. He come up on the stage, like, I'll play like 2 songs, he'll walk up to the DJ booth, yo, yeah, Bink, we're gonna go with such and such next. We just gonna play it when you're ready to play it, or you know when I want to play it. Mm-hmm. So we were just flowing. So when he came on the stage that time, but it was crazy. I will say this: it's a part of his routine where he played like this, like a Olympics type thing. Where he be like stretching because he's supposed to be fat. That's part of his show. They show us fat. Take off his shirt, show us fat. That's part of his show. Mm-hmm. He didn't take his shirt off because he was hot or nothing like that. That's really kind of like part of his show, where they got this like he does this shit where he flexes fat. He would be playing around like that. So he was doing that, and when he turned around, he was looking at me. He was saluting me, but he had this look in his face. But the next day, now, and it dawned on me, he probably was looking at me like for some type of like help or something, probably like, because the look he had in his eyes, like when he turned around from the stage and he was like, he saluted the crowd and he had turned around, he was looking at me. I'm thinking he getting ready to tell me going to the next song. Then he walk up on the stage. I ain't thinking nothing of it, but the next day I'm like, he probably was feeling crazy then. That's probably why he walked up on the stage that time. So he walked up on the stage and he just fell. And when he fell, I wasn't looking. I'm looking at the laptop because I'm focused on his laptop. Mm-hmm. So I'm focused on like, I'm waiting for him to say, yeah, go into track 3. Like, so I'm looking at the laptop and I just felt him hit me, knock me over, he fall. I looked down at him, he rolled over, he looked at me. I said, yo, you straight? He's like, just keep the music playing, Bink. Keep the music playing. I'm good. Keep the music playing. I said, yo, man, you straight, man? He said, just keep the music playing. But he had knocked his laptop down and the DJ mixer down when he fell. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He said, keep the music playing, Bink. Keep the music playing. I was like, yo, you good? He said, keep the music playing. I said, all right. So I'm thinking that he probably just, just exhausted or whatever, and just needed a breather. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I climbed down on the other side of the stage where I had my shit set up at. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm just playing the shit. And I looked back. He was sitting up. He was over there talking to Huggy Bear. This dude, I don't know if you know Huggy Bear. It's this dude named Huggy Bear out here. He was talking to him. So I'm looking back now. Maybe about 15 minutes going by. I'm playing music for about 15 minutes.
So he's still.
But he's sitting. He was sitting down first. He was talking to Huggy Bear. Like I played like 4 or 5. Seemed like 15 minutes. I played like 4 or 5 songs, or whatever. Maybe 6, 7 songs. I played a bunch of songs. But after I played the song, I'm looking back. And he's sitting up. He back there. Everybody, give him some water. I'm just thinking he's gonna be all right. So I'm just thinking he's just gonna get himself together. He told Huggy Bear, because Huggy Bear said that. He said, "No, I'm straight. Just give me a minute, man. Just give me a minute. I'll be all right." And then he said I didn't see when it happened. They said he just seized up. I know when I turned back around, he was like shaking and shit. And the nigga was looking me dead in my motherfucking eyes. That shit fucked with me, man. Motherfucker was looking me dead in my motherfucking eyes, like, and he was like shaking on the side and shit. He was like looking at me. I was like, and Huggy Bear, they started doing CPR on him. Now, I don't want the crowd to know what's going on because I know he didn't want the crowd to know what's going on. That's why he told me to let the music play. And he needed medical help. And I know the way we pulled our cars in there and shit like that, if I would have let the crowd know what's going on, I think it would have made a traffic jam out there.
But the crowd was already, you see footage.
But when he fell behind the stage. Mm-hmm. So people ain't really know what was. Some people front stage might have knew. If you was on the side of the stage, you knew because
you can see
he was behind the DJ booth. Mm-hmm. It was like a big DJ booth shit. It's like you can't see back there unless you on the side of the stage. Only if you on the stage or on the side, like you can sit down there, they couldn't see. But they had an idea what was going on because they see some people looking worried. I'm trying to keep my poker face on. That shit was crazy, man. So then, so I'm just keeping. So then the people that was that do this shit, the lady, cut the music off. It's over. It's over. I said, listen. I said, if I cut this music off right now and say it's over, I said everybody gonna go to their cars. It's gonna make a traffic jam. Ambulance ain't gonna be able to get him out of here.
Right.
They doing CPR on this nigga for a long time before the ambulance came there. Then the ambulance started working on him. That's when I end up having to turn the music off because they had to do some the thing to try to
the shock thing.
It was like you got because the bass. I guess the bass will bother or some shit like that. So they like, turn the music off now. Turn the music off. I was like, all right. So even when they turned the music off, I'm still playing my poker face game. I'm acting like it's a technical difficulty. Mm-hmm. I'm going, just give me a minute. We having a technical difficulty. The sound man gonna get me right. Hold up, don't go nowhere. Don't leave the park. I don't want them to leave the park. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to keep them in the park. Don't leave the park. They're gonna get me right. I'm gonna be able to play the music in a few minutes. Give me a few minutes. So I'm doing that. And then when they rushed them out of there, that's when I let the crowd know. That's when we let the crowd know what's going on. People didn't know what was going on. Yeah. They didn't know.
The majority didn't know. Only people that was close and on the side.
Only a couple of people, because up front it had like it was the stage, and then it had like a little thing like grass, so they couldn't touch the stage. They only could touch like a gate. Was it a gate? Like it was like some speaker things there. Like they really couldn't touch the stage like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it had the way the speakers were set up. They couldn't. But yeah, man, it was crucial, man. That was crucial. Rest in peace, Fatman Scoop, man.
Damn.
Now you said that last look that he gave you. Did you? You said that you looked at him and you just thought he needed a breath of air. But in your mind, did you? When
he first looked at me, it didn't seem strange to me because I'm thinking he get ready to come on stage and tell me what's the next thing to play. Mm-hmm. But now that after he died, the next day, I'm thinking about it. he had a, now that I'm thinking, that is everything coming back to me, and I'm just thinking about how I looked. It just seemed like he knew something was wrong with his body or something, and probably was gonna tell me. He probably was gonna tell me, "Yo, man, you gotta finish taking over." He probably was gonna tell me some shit like that. Like he came on stage, and if you looked at him and see, I didn't notice all that when he was walking on stage. It sounded like he was out of breath. I didn't notice that until I looked at the videos. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was crucial, man. They was doing CPR on him for a long time. Yeah, rest in peace, Scoop, man. Good dude. But I know he drove. He drove up here. He did a long drive from out there in the Midwest somewhere, all the way here by himself.
You came from drove from the Midwest to New Haven? I mean,
Yeah.
New Hampton?
Yeah.
Where's Hamden?
New Haven,
right
just
next
New
to
Haven, West Haven, Hampton.
Yeah.
It's all in the same area.
Okay.
Right next to
Okay.
New Haven.
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of news and all that shit was reaching out to me. Like a
bet.
lot of New York news and all that shit was reaching
I
out to
bet.
me. I wasn't really fucking.
How
with
many
it.
interviews done with in regards to that?
I ain't really. The only interview I really did was I ain't really talk about it like that. I talked to God right now.
Right?
I talked to 93.7. You know, Buck, my man's Buck called me up the next day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Well, he called me. Actually, Buck called me that night.
Yeah.
Buck called me that
But you
night.
went on air the next day, right?
I knew he passed away that night.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't say it nothing to nobody because when they it looked like he was going. I ain't want to pray, like speak bad into existence, but it looked like he was out of there on the stage. But they said
When he went into shock?
when some people from the organization that through the event went to the hospital with him, they said when he got to the hospital, he did have a pulse, but they couldn't save him. He like passed away at the hospital. But it looked like he was gone there, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know if it was a stroke or a heart attack. I think it was a heart attack, I think it was a heart attack, I think.
Yeah, I think it was.
So that's a lot to deal with, right?
Yeah.
So are we kind of? I mean, we've been talking for a while, and we could sit here and talk with you for a while.
Yeah.
But that kind of like, that's a lot. So mental health wise, I'm pretty sure you was dealing with a lot before that. But what has that done to you?
Oh, that ain't don't do nothing mentally to me. I'm used to knowing people that's cool with me and close to me pass. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, the expression on his face was like kind of crazy, but I ain't gonna say I'm over it. Like fuck, like I'm not, I don't think about him. I mean, but I mean, you know, it ain't bothering me. You know, I'm good. I mean, I ain't no psychiatrist type dude. I do things to stay busy when it's a lot of. I mean, through my life when a lot is on my mind, I stay busy and focus on other things. So I mean, I kind of know the way I'm set up, the way my body and spiritual and all that is set up. I'm good. I'm always gonna be good. And I've been through so much things in my life that nothing can like break me. You know what I'm saying? Nothing really can. I don't want to sound like a tough cowboy or nothing but nothing really can like break me like that. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't the first brother I knew that died. You know what I mean?
Right. But your main thing is that you keep busy, mental health wise. Period. You
for
keep
anything in life. I mean, we all have things in life where we just be like, damn, shit ain't going our way, and shit that we don't like, or a breakup with a female, or whatever it can be. You can't pay your bills, or whatever it may be that people go through that can stress you out and make you want to give up and all that type of stuff. But for me, I think the best thing to do is stay busy and focused on stuff that you don't, to like be like a substitute for whatever is bothering you mentally. You got to have something to fill that, where you don't have time to fit that in. You get what I'm saying? And that's how you get it. That's why people work out and stuff like that. They working out, they ain't really thinking about it. They running, and they doing shit. They mind is somewhere else with it. You know what I mean?
So I see we got like a contractor out here, man. Real estate big. We having homes and all that.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I got Ghost and Investment Group. Me and my wife. We do the real estate thing, man, and I do the contract thing heavy. My wife's a real estate agent.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm a general contractor.
Mm-hmm.
Dope.
So with those two matching, our energy match, where we kind of like we monopolize the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? They both go together. Real estate and construction, they go hand in hand. Yeah. So it makes it's a beautiful thing happening right now, man. Mm-hmm. Billboards and shit like that.
Dope.
Yeah, you're doing all types of
locking deals in, and getting money.
I'm curious to know. I'm a big sign person. What's your sign? What's her sign?
Scorpio.
And what's her sign?
What's your sign, son?
Okay. So y'all definitely okay. No, that's dope though. That's dope. So how do so you still DJ?
Yes.
You still do events and all that stuff?
Yes.
Was she with you in the beginning?
Nah, I mean we was together for like, I've been DJing before I was with her. Nah, she wasn't with me in the beginning. I was with his brother for a long time.
Okay.
And then we've been together for like 10 years now.
Okay. So how do you combine both, and how does she deal with both? Well, I won't say the real estate side, but
the music
DJing side, yeah.
Because she knew me before. DJing, being popular and stuff like that. She already knew what she was signing up to.
Okay.
It's crazy. Yeah, she knew what she was signing up to, so it works.
A lot of women know what they sign up to, but still when they get there, still be on some.
The problem.
Yeah, you know what? People in our game, most of the time we got to deal with somebody that's from the game to understand the hours you got to put in and the being popular and especially being the guy from a female point of view. I get it. When a female seeing get so much attention, and then a lot of guys don't know how to handle that attention, and they be some hoe ass niggas. Like,
can you say that again? Say that again. Say that. You a hoe ass. No, so.
A lot of guys be some hoe ass niggas, but I'm used to being popular. Before I was a rapper, I was popular.
Right.
I was already I'm used to. I seen people get a little fame, little local fame, and they run crazy with it. They don't know how to handle themselves with it, and it can be a downfall too. You know what I mean? But I'm good with mine. You know what I'm saying? So I'm used to being popular. So.
So she got used to it. Was she in the industry, or she
Nah.
Okay.
Nah. I actually once upon a time I told myself, if I ever would get with a girl, she probably got to be. Sounds funny. She probably would have to be somebody, a bartender or a stripper, somebody that understands. Because a lot of times, being before I was married, you get relationships with nothing counts before my wife. A relationship, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
No relationship really count before my. But I'm just talking about in life. Yeah. When you an entertainer or any type of public figure, you get a lot of the opposite sex that want to get with you, whether you're a guy or a girl. You know what I'm saying? People want to be next to something that's good, like moving, emotion and shit. Like it is what it is. You're supposed to, and a lot of females wouldn't know how to handle that in their man. Why she hug you, or why she say that, or why she smile at you? Ooh. And a lot of girls do want to get. But me being a popular dude, I'm just gonna go, oh, she like me. Come here, what's your number? I'm not gonna do that. Some dumb shit. Like I said, I'm used to being popular, so that really don't phase me. You can't be messing with every girl that like you and all that. But some dudes, and some females, well, they get a little bit of fame, and next thing you know, you
gotta deal with
you get a hoe on your name.
You gotta deal with a female or a male who's healed already.
Yeah, so
a lot of trauma could trigger, that they come through and then they see.
And not even that. Like, imagine you having a girlfriend, right? I know I wouldn't like it. I could deal with it because who I am now. But imagine having a girlfriend and you ain't used to a lot of people, and you go out with your girlfriend and you got mad guys. Hey, Teresa. how you doing? You be like, damn, what the fuck? Who the fuck? Well, you know him. You got to come with the question where you know him from.
Right.
So, I mean, I get it. Like, so once upon a time, I told myself, if I ever get with somebody, they got to be somebody that really, my wife happened to understand me being popular and I'm coming home to her.
Right.
A lot of females and a lot of guys don't understand at the end of the night, I'm coming home. The sun ain't beating me. The sun ain't beating me home. I'm coming home.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? The sun ain't beating me home. I'm coming home every night. I'm coming home. The sun ain't beating me. Now some motherfuckers, I was at the casino last night and making all types of excuses and shit like that.
Sleep on Rob's couch.
Yeah, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, that could mess things up home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, so we got about 3 more minutes to spare, right?
All right.
So the last question is?
Yeah, give me a force to win story, man. Like, when you're back against that wall, man, you just had to, like, overcome the obstacle and force that win.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something with my construction shit and my real estate shit. I was working for this company, right? And I was going hard for this construction company. I was their main guy. And there was some cocksucker over there that was hating on me the whole time. Cocksucker was hating on me over there, you understand what I'm saying? He ended up being a foreman. He ended up being my boss. I never wanted a boss position at my job because I could have been at a boss position at my job, but I never really wanted to be a boss. I'm down there with the dirty guys. I'm hanging with the soldiers. We over here. I don't want the responsibility. I don't want to come to my overtime on Saturdays. I got other shit going on. I don't want to be here to be no boss. You know, so I just want to come and go home. So when this other guy became the boss, he was always looking for a reason to get rid of me. Cocksucker got rid of me for some sucker shit. The company let it go down. The company knew I was an asset. I done helped the company make a whole bunch of money. So I always said I wanted to get into real estate and all that shit, right? So motherfucker laid me off from the job, right? I said, you know what? I'm going to start my motherfucking construction company. I started my own construction company. I said, me and my wife said, we're going to get into real estate. We're going to get into real estate and construction. We bought one house, 100 G's, sold it for 260 G's. Few months after the motherfucker laid me off. I said, cocksucker, fuck the motherfucking cocksucker. I forced the motherfucking win. You understand what I'm saying? I said, fuck going over there working for them. I believe in myself.
G's, and then you sold it for 200 and what?
260 G's.
Damn.
My first flip.
And how long did that flip take to make?
Few months. About 8-9 months.
And how many houses are you in now?
Oh man, I don't even want to talk about. I don't even want to talk about that.
So you out here flipping. So you out here.
I'm flipping. I'm buying and holding. I'm in the game.
So you buying and holding, and you buying and flipping. You doing both.
I'm in the game. Like, you understand what I'm saying? But the moral of the story is, I was working for a system so long, and was kind of like scared to believe in myself. You know, when you're getting the check every week, you know it's guaranteed, and you know you're comfortable with it. You understand what I'm saying? You get used to that, and sometimes we be scared to go try something new. Yeah. But when he laid me off that day, and they showed me that they don't give a fuck about me, and I knew they don't give a fuck about me anyway, but it was a hard reality. Yeah. I said I'm gonna force the motherfucking win on they motherfucking ass. And I forced the win. Now they still talking, but that was years ago. They still talking about me at that job, right? And I'm still a legend over there. Yeah, they was talking about, my man still worked for them. Yeah, I told him, my man told me a story how he got into an argument with the motherfucking cocksucker that got rid of me. He's going, yeah, that's why Bert's a millionaire now and all this other shit, talking shit like. So the guy that laid me off, he over there feeling cheap and all that shit. Like, you know, he was talking a bunch of shit, rubbing it in, you going sick. And so, you know, that was a success story, man. You know what I mean? I ain't saying I'm a millionaire. Don't get me wrong. I ain't know how.
But he's a success story. Y'all hear that?
I don't know how much money I'm getting.
Yeah, you don't know how much. But the equity game is up. That's all you need to know.
You can't even tell people like your how much money you get and how much money your equity and all that shit, because people come for you, man.
Listen,
people come for you.
That's a whole nother.
I'm an old school nigga, man. I ain't got a show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm a regular nigga.
I'm just a regular guy out here, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I hear that.
Yeah, but that's a force to win story, man.
Word, appreciate that, man. It's good talking to you, my G.
I appreciate
y'all.
Force to win. Force to win. If you ain't here, you ain't nowhere. I'm telling y'all.
Definitely a New Haven, CT, New England legend. Get with my guy Bink B. Where can they
Yeah.
follow you at?
You can follow me at bettertouchhomeimprovement.com. You want your bathroom done. You want your roof done. I go to the places too. You want a tiny house in your house? You got a house, you got a backyard, you want that tiny man cave or a she shadow back there where you want your two-door garage built where you want to make it look like an Airbnb in your backyard. I'm your guy. Architectural plans, licensed and insured, everything's by the book, everything's right. You need that, you come see me at bettertouchhomeimprovement.com. And you can find me at DJ Bink B on Instagram.
Yes, sir.
Say that.
You know, or Ghost and Investment Group too. If you wanna get with me,
Get with him.
get with me.
Get with us.
Google it. Ghost and Investment Group. BetterTouchHomeImprovement.com. Keep that locked in you. BetterTouchHomeImprovement.com. Ghost and Investment Group. Get with us.
Yes, sir.
And Force to Win.
Thank y'all for tuning in for another episode of Force to Win podcast. I'm your girl Leticia J.
Your boy Frank Nino. Yes, sir. Bink B.